Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Find your natural power. Now, these past few weeks, I've been talking about just power, period. The ability to influence people, the ability to make things happen. I'm gonna tell you what, everybody has a natural power. You have to use that. And it could be anything. It could be physical or it could be more mental. Like I'll use my two sons for an example. My oldest son, whenever somebody sees him or somebody responds to him, they respond to him because of his height. He's 6'3.5" barefoot. And even though he's not into basketball like that or something, people assume he played basketball. But it's something. I always tell him, I say, yeah, that young lady checking you out and everything. And he also, part of his power too is being quiet. So he got kind of a mysterious thing going with him. So it's like, okay, he got that height. He's using that. And you know, let me just go on a tangent here. Remember, even though I've talked about, short statured men getting play and everything, let's be real. If you got that height, hey, that's still a power. That's still a power. It's influencing people. It's getting people's attention. But my youngest son, his power is more, he just got that charisma like that. He been cool dude since he was young. Even when I say hello there, I'll never forget when I got that from him. I remember he was 5 years old. We walking on a playground. He said, hello there. And he told the ladies his name and then got on a swing. And he had the ladies they were just shook up. They were just like, who's this 5-year-old? But that's his power. They have different powers. Every single man has a power or something that he can use, or every single man should. There's, of course, plenty of men who don't realize it. They don't realize it, whatever. What is it that you're born with? I mean, your power could be your intellect. It could be your knowledge. It could be your ability to talk. It could be your physicality. It could be your strength and everything. It could be you know how to make money. You have that wealth consciousness. That's your power. What do you have that can influence other people? What do you have that other people are going to pay attention to? What do you have that you maybe could probably even teach other people? But whatever it is, it's like when I've talked on Sundays about using your gifts. What type of talents you have? Because that could be a power. Or I'll use some interesting poetry. You can make those words do whatever. That's a power in itself. That's a power in itself. How do you use your words? How do you mix them together? How do you make them make sense? You could really do something. Because, okay, using a poetry example, anybody who's like gone to poetry reading, slam, something like that, know the poets can get you to thinking about something. They can like hit you with something and just putting their words together and something like that. But that's their power. That's their natural power. What is it that you're born with? What is it you got going on? It could be your looks. Could be your looks. Sometimes you have some men who can influence people with their looks, but that's not everyone. And one thing with it, your natural power, when I say your natural power, not what somebody else can do. Well, if I use the example of my sons, my oldest son don't got the charisma of my youngest, but my youngest don't have the height of my oldest. And they both good with it. They don't be complaining or jealous or anything. They got their thing. One is talkative, one is more quiet and everything, but it works. Whatever they got, it works for them. You got to find, when we talk about power, you got to find what works for you. What's getting you through life? What's putting money on your plate? What's getting women into your bed? Let's use that, since many men, they watching this channel because it's man getting women. What power do you have that can attract the ladies? Because in general, women are attracted to power. In general. They attracted to a man's power. What can he do? And some got plenty of guys say, well, it's just money. Okay. Do you have the ability do you have that wealth consciousness? Can you bring in money? And really, it's not about the money, but it's the lifestyle. That could be a power. You have the ability to let me put it into money. Are you one of those people who can actually make money? You can generate money. You know what to do. You have a power. You use that power. You know how to make money in a particular business, which can, of course, lead to having a particular lifestyle. It could be your power your natural power could be just seeing everything in a positive manner, having a right mindset. No matter what's happening, you can solve that problem. Hey, that could be a power too. You be one of those guys, no matter what's happening, you could figure out how to solve that problem. That's power in itself. Yeah, that's something every man should develop anyway. But you have some men, they might be born with it. It might be something natural to them. A problem comes up to them and they can take care of it. You want to think about it. And you got to find, and what you have to do is just sit back. Don't worry about what everybody else can do. Everybody else had their own gift. See, too many guys are worried about what somebody else got. Like, I've had a few guys who would say, well, Rom, I'm trying to talk like you. I'm trying to walk like you. I was like, nah, don't be me. Find what you got that works for you. Find what you got. Because what I got, that works for me, but I'm me. That might not work for you. Because then you're faking. You got to find what's natural for you and then find the women who are naturally responding to that. And indeed, even going beyond the women, is that helping you in life? Because when we're talking about power, we're talking about getting through life. Women are a commercial to the main program. Because as I always say, your main relationship is with yourself. Is whatever you have to do getting you through life. That's what you need that power for. That's what you need. And it could be anything. Is it getting you what you want? And when I say natural, you were born with it. All you have to do is just hone it. All you have to do is just bring it out a bit more to do the things that you want to do. That's the thing. And you don't have to fake it. And yes, you do want to hone it. You do want to polish it up. You do want to make it better. But you have to find it first. What are you good at? What comes natural to you? You have to look in the mirror. You have to look in the mirror. Shout out C Boogie because he talks about having a mirror talk. You have to have that talk to find out, okay, what is it about you? And it could, like I said, it could be anything. It could be something physical. It could be something mental. It could be a certain mindset. It could be whatever. But it's yours and you have to find it. And here's the thing too. You might have other people who can tell you some stuff. They can tell you what they've seen. But at the end of the day, you have to know it. You have to find what it is. All right? You have to find your natural power, your power. You have to know it. You have to know yourself. Because ultimately, you're going to know yourself better than anybody. You see, that's a deeper topic maybe for my Deep Thought channel, talking about what other people see. In fact, I've talked about that before. So they ain't gonna see everything. They might see something, but you ultimately, you know what you have. You know your power. You gotta use that. You have to develop it, you have to use it to get the things that you want in life. Not just women, but just life, period, all right? I want y'all to think about that, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.